Hey guys, girls, and non-bi pals, that's mighty. We got a Fred Weasley, ex-George, ex-Mill, Todoroki Dumbledore, reader, ex-George Weasley. It's the Harry Potter New Year's Eve short story. Let's go. Today we're seeing the Great Hall, hearing students talk about their New Year's resolution. I'm going to be a better wizard than I will be the next year. I'm going to be an awesome wizard next year. I'm going to learn more better in Snitch class than I am now. I'm going to learn better in any of the classes I am now. Well, today it looks interesting, Tori thought in his head. Listen to everyone's voice. Listen to everyone's statements. Tony heard friend George walk in. Hey, Tony, it's time to go, Fred said. Yeah, it's time to go, George added on. Tony looked around, counting each student, and looked at himself, and there was 13. I can't go, George said, looking at them. Why? Fred asked. Yeah, why? George asked as well, meaning the twin of his brother. There's 13 of us, I can't get up. Alright, there's no rats, so why can't you get up? Fred asked. Fine, Tony got up, but since they should sit down again, but nothing happened. Alright, let's go, Tori said, smiling. So he walked with Fred and George. Fred asked the question, why are you so worried about the 13th person standing up? Because I don't want it to happen, Tori said, watching as Fred and George looked at him. Really, it's nothing to be worried about, Fred said. To you, it's not. To me, it's like a bullet to the heart. I'm going to lose someone if someone stands up. I know, but it won't happen, I promise you that, Fred said, watching as George smiles. Yeah, Tony, don't worry about it. It's not like it's going to happen, George said, watching as Tony sighs and shakes his head. Let's just go to the party, alright? Fine, whatever you say, George said, watching as Fred wraps his hands around Tori's sides. George doing the same thing. Thanks for taking care of me, both of you. We will do anything to take care of you, Fred and George said, smiling. So he and Fred and George walked into the front doors, opening it to see Harry, Hermione, and Ron standing there. Well, that took you guys long enough, Harry, Hermione, and Ron said. Tori sighed. Sorry, kids, I was in the Great Hall. As always, Hermione said, watching as Tony shook his head. I'm sorry, kiddo. Let's get going, Tony said, watching as each of them followed him. Why are you guys always late? Tony thought I heard Hermione whisper to Fred and George, because Tony was busy gawking at students listening to their New Year's resolution. Why, he does that? Hermione asked. Yeah, it's something he always does. Try to make it come true, Tony smiled. He does it for each student. In some way, the professors make him do it. I never knew why, though. Because I have to. It's part of my job as the new student council president. I have to sit there and watch the students walk. Let's talk about the New Year's resolution, Tony said, looking at Fred and George. Sorry, my love, I didn't know, Fred and George said. Tony continued walking when Fred and George asked, what have you been planning lately? Fred asked the question. Nothing much. Just been sitting around listening to the news resolution by a student, then going to tell the professor that wanted to hear about it. It's pretty much my whole job, Tony said, watching as Fred writes it down in his book. The things that Tony does for the other professors. Tony watches as the note flies into his hands. Looks like McGonagall sent me a holler. Everyone back away. Why? This is a personal message. Can you guys just back off for a bit? Tony looked at Fred and George backing off about a centimeter, and the others back it up 3 or 4 centimeters. So he opened up the howler and listened on to the message clearly not interested in it now. Dear Tony, I know that you're going to the Weasley family New Year's Eve party, but please make sure that you don't do anything silly, or in your case, stupid. Please make sure that you do as is said in this note. Do not drink anything you're not supposed to, do not party hard, and do not come home late. Love, your mom, McGonagall. P.S. Don't try anything that I would not do. Snape's order. Love, Snape as well. And Dumbledore sends a message saying, please be kind to the Weasley family. As always, your Papa, Dumbledore. Tori sighed, closing the metal howler and smiled at them. Alright guys, you can come continue walking with me, alright? Sure thing, the others said while following behind Tony. Tony continued walking, and once they got to the boats, Hagrid hugged him. Happy almost New Year's, Tony. I know you won't be here to celebrate, but it's alright. You're the Weasley to celebrate with. Make sure you come back in one piece, alright? Hagrid said, smiling. As always, Hagrid, I promise you I will. Tony said, hugging him back. Hagrid back. Hagrid looking at Harry, whispering, take care of him, alright? Which Harry agreed to, which Hagrid smiled to. Tony got put back on his place, and Hagrid dusted him off. I hope you understand that this means that you're going to be 1 more year older someday. April won't be coming soon, Tori thought, and whispered to Hagrid. Hagrid laughed at that comment. I know. You're going to be 25 the next years. On April, I can't wait, Hagrid said, smiling. Tori smiled as well, I know, and I hope you understand that, Hagrid. I won't be a little boy no more. You'll always be the little boy that Dumbledore saved, I promise you that, Hagrid said, smiling. Tori smiled as well. Yes, I will. Now, can we go now? Hagrid smiled, ushering everyone into the boat and letting Tori be last like always. Watches Tori sits comfortably in the boat and watches as everyone gets comfortable. Alright, here we go. Heading into the train to head to the Weasley family. Tori looked side to side, making sure his pocket was safe, with both the note and another package inside of it for George. Tori waited until they finally hit land and got everyone a ticket to go to Weasley family house. We could have paid for it, Hermione said. Make this as a treat for being good kids and good lovers, Tori said to his lovers. Thanks, Fred and George said, taking their tickets, Hermione taking hers, Harry taking his, and George and Ron taking his. Tony walked and gave the ticket to the ticket person, and everyone else doing the same thing, as well as getting stamped and getting on the train. They took a seat in one of the train carts waiting for it to start. Anyone wanted hot chocolate on this crispy, bitter day? Yes, please, Ron said, excited to get hot chocolate. I could go for one. I sure does well, Fred said. Me too, George said. Harry looked shocked that someone would pay for him. Okay, Harry said. A little bit worried that someone will lose a lot of money. Don't worry, Harry. I have money for days, okay? This is just for a little treat, alright? Alright, Harry said, a little bit nervous about letting Tony buy for him. Tony stood up and rubbed Harry's head. Don't worry, Harry. I'll always take care of you and Fred and Ron and Hermione, alright? Alright, Harry said, now accepting that Tony will take care of him. Tony allowed once the cart rolled by and the train was driving to the burrow. Tony watched as things wandered by. Anyone want hot chocolate? The lady called. Yes, over here, Tori said. Watch as the lady opened the double doors and Tori smiled. 3 for those 3 and 3 for here, so that'd be 6, please. Yes, Missouri, 6 for each other. 6 for each of you, the woman said, smiling. Tori pulled those 6 coins and gave it to the woman. Thank you, sir. Just the amount I needed. I know, just like you wanted last time, Tori said, smiling. The woman smiled as well, watching as each one got their hot chocolate Tori got at the end. Tori smiled, bowing his head as a thank you, as Dumbledore would have done, and watched as the lady passed by again to call for anyone wanting hot chocolate to anyone else on the train, and no one said something. Wonder what's going on, why no one's here? Probably hiding somewhere else, Tori said, on the upper skirts of the train carts. Tori said, smiling. I guess you're right, Harry said, watching as Tori looks out the window again, sipping his hot cocoa. Fred and George doing the same thing. Why are you guys sipping so hard? Why don't you enjoy it? Oh, nothing, Fred, just admiring the view. Yes, admiring the view, George said, watching as Fred gets antsy now. What are you guys hiding? Fred asked, looking at Tony and George. Nothing at all, George said, watching as Tony looks at him. Don't say a word, Tony whispered to George. George doing a whisper back, saying, I won't. What are you guys hiding? Fred said, looking at the two, whispering at each other. It's nothing, Fred, Tony said, looking out the window. All right, pull out whatever's out of your pocket, Fred said, watching as Tony saw his pulling out a ring box. I already proposed to you. George is next. You could have just said that, Fred said. He wanted to do it New Year's, not Christmas. I'm sorry, Fred. I guess it's alright with me. I'm sorry I got antsy, Fred said, watching as Tony tried to hide his tears. I'm sorry, Tony. Come here, George said, hugging Tony from behind, which Tony was hiding his tears from a view from the kids. It's alright, George. I'm sorry I couldn't hold it in. You mean your tears? Yeah, I kinda guessed that, George said. Fred felt bad that he got angry at both of them for nothing, but then hugged both Tony at the end. I hope you guys enjoy part 1.